Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Thursday, April 23rd, 2020. Some sad news today, unfortunately, and I was kind of upset earlier. I had, the dogs were out here in their run, and I had gone up to Greg's, the neighbor, to talk about when we're going to, start the build for the woodshed. And so we were talking about Saturday, so he's going to come over Saturdays because Saturday is supposed to be pretty decent. We had a lot of rain earlier today. You can still see it is overcast here at the homestead. And so I had gone up there and I came back and the dogs were at something in the yard here. And I'm like, what do they have? What is that? And then unfortunately, I realized what they had was checkers. So you can see the feathers and stuff there. And they were, and actually she was still alive, or still moving anyway, when I got here. And I got them away from her and got them in the house. And I came back out and I was going to dispatch her because I don't want to ever see an animal suffering, but she was already gone at that point. So unfortunately, she had flown out of the coop, our area, and got out here, and I wasn't home to keep an eye on things. And the dogs did what dogs do, and they killed her. And so, yeah, so I got them. They're in the house right now. And I did not punish them, just so you guys know, because that is just nature, unfortunately. And that chicken got out into their area, and that's just kind of the laws of nature, that they just did what comes natural, unfortunately. So last year I had put netting over the whole chicken run, and that's when I had the buckets in there that you guys saw with the posts, okay? And I had the netting, the bird netting over everything. And somebody had said to me, oh, well, when the snows comes, that's going to pull that all down. And that's exactly what it did. So I had taken it all down, and then I was kind of deciding what way I wanted to go this year, okay, with this area. And what I'm going to end up doing is the chickens usually get a running start, and they take off and they fly from like one spot to the other. So what I'm actually going to do, I picked up the metal netting for the poultry netting, and what I'm going to end up doing, these are 36 inches and they're 50 foot long. So what I plan on doing is, it's not going to cover the whole area, okay? So what I'll probably do is I'll put one like from here to there, in that area. I will put, I'll go over in here somewhere, and I'm going to spread it out, so if the birds go to take off, they're going to hit that netting, and they're not going to be, and it'll protect them from predators as well. But that's the way I'm going to do that. I'm not going to put it up real high. I'm going to keep it lower, so if they go to take off, they're going to run into that netting, and so that's the way I'm going to do that. Very upsetting, to be honest with you guys. I hate losing an animal, and I like Checkers. I thought she was a very cool bird, and so unfortunate. And so the other chickens were obviously upset, and so actually our egg production today has been lower than normal. I didn't expect to see that. Foghorn Leghorn was not liking it. The Goliath was getting something. So anyway, so yeah, it's unfortunate, and it's what happens. It's part, like I said, it's part of the process. What I'm going to end up doing here too, I had already started in here with stones, and some stones here, and I put some stones over there. I'm going to actually put more stones all around the outside of here, just so the dogs don't dig. Because I think that might be an issue as well, and just making sure that the chickens are safe that way. With putting the netting over the top, it's going to keep them safer that way as well. So that's going to be my solution. I'm going to see how it goes. I'm going to see how far this takes me, because these 3 things of netting, that just cost me 80 bucks. So, but I had planned on doing something, to figure out, for the summer for them as things got better. But unfortunately, I did it too late, and cost one of our chickens her life. And I felt really bad. But again, that's part of nature. It is what they do. That's a normal thing. The dogs were just doing what comes natural, unfortunately. So, but yeah, I'll be honest, I'm really, really sad about it. I really am, because they're silly little creatures, and they're looking at us to protect them and keep them safe, and the fact that and I put the dogs around the outside of them to keep them safe as well, from other predators. So, with the dogs doing what they do, and that's not surprising that they would do what they do, 'cause like I said, that's just nature. But it was kind of sad, and I felt bad for her, and that's not how I would ever want any of those chickens to go. And no, I'm not going to eat her. She's already been disposed of, and I just the dying that way, with fear and the adrenaline and stuff like that, I'm sure that the meat would be not so good anyway. So if you're going to dispatch a chicken, you want to keep them calm right up to the time that you dispatch them. So, like I said, not a fun experience, not fun to deal with. But if you have a homestead and you have animals, unfortunately, death is part of the equation, and there's going to be death. You're going to lose animals, and the fact, like I said, that it was the dogs that did it. Like I said, it bothered me, but I can't, like I said, I can't blame the dogs doing what nature intended. So, chickens are not meant to be, the top of the food chain. But unfortunately, like I said, I'm gonna adjust this and get this set up to make it as safe as I possibly can for them. And so like I said, one of the things is going to go right here. I'm going to do one here. I'm going to see what I have with the other ones, and I may run something from like here to the corner there. So this area would be covered by hopefully one of those rolls. Then I'll spread out the other ones, and then if I need to go get more, I will go pick up more. But I'm not going to brace it all up in the air like I did with the other ones. I just want to do a straight run across and hook them in, and and just kind of go from there. But yeah, really sad. It is. It's just, and like I said, it's upsetting, but it's part of nature, unfortunately. And but it wasn't pleasant. I'll just put it like that. So we'll figure out how. I might put a curve in there. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'll have to figure that out. But I want to get it so that hopefully it'll stay on there, and when the snows comes, that it won't collapse. So I may put some bracing under there. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it yet. I'll have to figure all that out. But we'll get it figured out. And yeah, so that's what happened today. And so obviously the egg production is down today, because obviously the hens were upset, and that's normal as well. So they had to watch their friend, part of their group, and that the roosters were not able to protect her because they couldn't get out to protect her. So it's not like they all go, hey, well, let's just all jump over and attack the dogs. They don't. She got out by accident, and so. That's unfortunate, but that's what happens. So anyway, I want to share that with you because, like I said, it's definitely, it's part of having animals, unfortunately. And so, but anyway, poor girl. That's Red. She's actually my favorite hen right there. Red is my favorite. She's very cool. She's very friendly. She's a good hen. So anyway, I just want to remind. Oh, I had to say this. I want to talk about this real quick because I thought this was hilarious today. De Blasio, if I'm saying that right, the mayor down in New York City, and I probably said it wrong, but it doesn't matter. You know who I'm talking about. So he had set up a hotline so that fellow New Yorkers could narc on each other if they were not practicing social distancing. So, you know, they're giving people fines of $250 and $500. So they set up this hotline that you could text or send pictures of people not following social distancing, or, you know, give messages to rat people out, right? So they had to shut that down because they were inundated with pictures of male genitalia, of people flipping the bird, so the picture of a hand with the middle finger up there. They were getting a lot of those. They were getting pictures of de Blasio working out at the gym, and also walking in the park. So, you know, people were sending in these things about him not following social distancing. So I thought that was kind of funny. And so they ended up taking that down. So it's like with New Yorkers, you know, don't think we're going to rat on each other, because that's not how it goes. You're going to probably have some people that would, but I just thought it was kind of hilarious that people were, you know, especially flipping the bird and stuff like that. Hello. Little crazy girl. Yeah. Little purr box is what she is. What? Yeah, it's a good girl. It's a good girl. So, anyway, I want to remind people too, really quickly, on my website we have the Prepper Nurse One community. If you are trying to connect with like-minded people and, you know, get together with, you know, people with like minds, the Prepper Nurse One community is a good resource for that. If you go to preppernurse1.com, you will see the Prepper Nurse One community. You click on that. You do have to register, but it is totally free. I got cat hair all over everything now. It is totally free. It does not cost anything, and so it's a good resource for, you know, connecting with other people that think the same way we do. So if you're looking to just go in and read the message boards, it's a good resource for that. If you are looking to try to connect with like-minded people in your state or in your country, it's a good resource for that as well. Like I said, it's another network, an avenue to network with people. So please take advantage of that. Again, it is totally free. We also still have the legacy freeze-dried food available on the website. So if you go to the website, you will see what is available there, and you will be able to, you know, go in there and do that. So anyway, so that's, you know, what we have available is what you will see there. So if you would like to add to your freeze-dried food storage, please take advantage of that as well. Like I said, I think we're facing some hard times coming up here, and so the more that we can be ready, the better off we're going to be. You know, food is going to be key, guys. I really think food is going to be a major factor. What? You're in a playful little mood, aren't you? You're in a playful mood, little crazy girl. She's a good girl, a little tiny thing, compared to the rest of our fatty fats that we have here at the homestead. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that's what happened. Actually, I'll bring you in here real quick so you can see the new birds who are doing well. And there they are, all sitting under the lamp there, getting some warmth. But they're doing good. They're getting bigger, and so we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to keep them separated until they're quite a bit bigger, because I really don't want them to have to worry about anything. Today, solar-wise, we brought in 2.8 kilowatt hours on this side, 1.2 kilowatt hours on this side, and right now we are still bringing in power on both sides. So that's a grand total of 4.2 kilowatt hours today. I'm surprised we brought in that much, to be honest with you, because it has been a very overcast, nasty day, not a pleasant day here at the homestead. So the fact that it actually brought in that much is very surprising. So anyway, guys, I am going to jump off of here. So I got work to do. I want to get that. I don't know if I'm going to get to it tonight because it's already after 5. I think it's after 5. We'll tell you in a second. It is, oh, it's 6 o'clock. Okay. So it is after 5. It's 6. So I may do a little bit. I might throw some stones around the run tonight. And so I may do that for a little bit before it gets dark. But so, you know, unfortunately, like I said, we have one less chicken right now, and But, you know, she had a good life while she was here, and you could tell she was content. And I really like Checkers too. She was one of my favorite birds, so it was really upsetting to see her that way. But unfortunately, like I said, when you have animals and you know are running a homestead, animals are going to die. That happens. It's just a natural part of it. And so, you know, you just try to make it safer for them for the next time, and that's what we're going to do. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. All right. So anyway. She's so silly. I will see you all later, guys. Remember, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. It's really important to tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Also remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is you. That's it. And so STD is a great acronym, you know, step, day, and time. And, or step, time, and day. I'm sorry. I've said it wrong. Step, time, and day. But it's like everybody will remember STD. So that's why I love that acronym. I think it's great. But if you use it in the right context, it really makes a lot of sense. And so anyway, guys, I am going to jump off here from now. So Saturday we're going to get going on the build for the woodshed. So please stay tuned for that. I will be live streaming Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And so definitely check us out then, and I'll remind you guys tomorrow. But so that's where we're at. I will talk to you all later. Have a great night. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.